welcome back, listeners, to another episode of the BizBlend podcast. I'm your host, Sana, and this is the space where business meets bold thinking. Now, today we dive into one of the most massive and often overlooked sectors in the US, the $600 billion home services industry. From plumbing to electrical to HVAC and appliance repair, it is an industry built on trust, tech, and customer centricity and transformation as well. And listeners, joining me is Sardor Umrdinov. He is the visionary founder and CEO of Home Alliance. Now, let me share a bit about his journey. His journey is nothing short of remarkable, from arriving in LA with just $800 to now leading operations in over 10,000 plus locations nationwide. He's not only disrupting home services, he's redefining what customer centric, tech powered service can look like. So, if you're an entrepreneur, a founder, or an investor, or someone simply who is fascinated by how legacy industries get revolutionized, this conversation is for you. So, with that, Sardor, welcome to the show, and I'm really, really honored to have you here.
Hello, Sana. Thanks for having me here.
That's great, great. Okay, Sardor, let's first talk about the origin story. Um, Many people dream. I dream every day, but it becomes really, really the challenging part is the execution. Few execute at the scale that you have. So, if you can take us back on to how did you go from service worker to being the CEO of a nationwide home services company?
I think it comes with having a vision and believing in yourself and having a support system and having a feel responsibility, taking care of your family, your surroundings, your employees, your contractors, your customers, all comes with that. And at the same time, having a grit and not giving up.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Uh, but I would also love to know. I mean, you have been an immigrant, and your story, it reflects both immigrant hustle and then sharp business instincts. Um, what kind of different challenges you have had initially? Because as an immigrant, you have that extra not responsibility, but it's kind of it becomes more and more evident to prove yourself that you're worth surviving as well by contributing to the country you are in. I would love to know your opinion on this.
Yeah, as an immigrant, when we are actually moving to different country, we are doing the one of the main important points is living out of your comfort zone. And then once you're moving out of your comfort zone, you have to prove yourself. You deserve something. And we always deal with the challenges. And actually, that uh, thing itself, I think, makes you to entrepreneurial, and actually at the same time, it makes you burn your bridges, like boats, not bridges, burn your boats, and you cannot give up. You have to just keep moving forward. And that mentality itself, I think, makes the entrepreneurs, makes the immigrants different. I think entrepreneurs, and actually allows them to build something, because when you're building something great, the grit is one of the most important factors, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Um, And now talking about the home services industry, um, it often suffers from a lot of issues. Um, it's an operation heavy industry, but then it also suffers from trust issues. Like unreliable contractors or unclear pricing, hidden pricing, and etc. So, how exactly is Home Alliance re-engineering trust at the core of your business model?
Definitely. When I was a technician and laborer in the beginning, I saw the disconnect between the homeowner and company and the technicians, they're kind of pulling three different directions, and I thought, how can you actually align them all? And because company's trying to make more money, customer doesn't want to pay, and employee want to be taken care of, right? Technicians that want to be taken care of, or they want to make more money. So like either technician has to put more hours and just waste in order to get money, to get paid, and the customer gets frustrated out of it, and the company doesn't make money and have to charge more. So by eliminating the company factor, the heavy assets, and bringing like virtuality, the cloud, and you can remove all of the overhead, you can actually charge the customer less and pay more to the contract, to the technicians itself, right? So by doing that, actually, you kind of bringing a better customer experience, better net promoter score, and that actually converts to the loyal customers. And by keeping loyal customers, you don't have to spend money on the customer acquisition cost.
Mm, that makes sense. That makes sense. Um, 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 and of course, trust is something that keeps customers loyal, and that directly dictates the longevity of the brand of the company, of the future of the company. So, talking about data and technology, you operate in 10,000 plus locations. I mean, that is that is logistically and operationally huge. Um, how exactly are you leveraging data, then AI, or tech platforms, for streamlining, for automation, for processes, to create consistency and efficiency on the ground, at the ground level, across such a large fragmented network? What's the secret sauce, if you're okay to share that?
Definitely. The secret sauce is actually basically we move everything to the cloud. We used to have office locations, even if overseas. But then we decided to actually go completely cloud, work from home on the even on the office part, and it's fully virtual. And technicians basically they work from home as well. They start from their house, go to the customer directly, take care of the customer. They go back to home themselves, right? So this way you are eliminating the waste of driving the technician to the office, and spending their time for whatever time, the drive time, and which actually adds up. And if the technician has to go to office and they have to drive from office to the customer house, and you need to pay the technician for those hours, and of course company has, in order to actually be profitable, they have to bill the customer for those hours. By just
Mm.
cutting that and actually sending the technician directly from his house to the customer, you are eliminating that waste as well. So that actually allows us to be mobile, and be cloud, or like and digital, and that being a digital actually helps us to save a lot of expenses, being lean, and that actually transfers to savings to the customers, and the better pricing, without cutting corners, and we gain trust and loyal customers for that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. And was this transition triggered by pandemic, or this was something you had planned before even pandemic hit?
That's a good question. No, it was actually a business evolution. It was some of the business part was before pandemic, and during the pandemic, and the we had office in Philippines for the call center, uh, and we had an office in Ukraine because of the war. We had to close down the office, and we had actually moved completely. And plus, now we have a global talent. We get access to the global talent. We can hire everywhere, anywhere, and we don't have to really depend on locality. And plus, at the same time, we don't depend on local either pandemic or tsunamis or local wars or any economical situation won't affect us anymore. And being basically the cloud helps you being resilient and scale and being kind of more of a,
Mm.
uh, it gives you scalability at the same time.
Yeah, it definitely makes you nimble. Definitely makes you nimble. And Any specific area, uh, of, let's say, a particular customer's journey that was uh, contributing the maximum to the expenses, but then when you transition to cloud, it definitely helped you in increasing the profits.
It's a drive time, being uh, global, accessing global talent. You don't have to uh, hire from expensive regions. You can hire uh, from less expensive regions, but at the same time, you can pay more and you keep your employees happy by saving on the drive time and transferring and paying those technicians as well. And you don't have to even charge the customers, and not having an overhead of office or warehouse or inventory, uh, that all of those savings adds up, and you can actually translate and transfer to the savings to the customers as well, right? So this way you can actually be more competitive, charge a customer less.
Hmm. Hmm. And home services, they thrive on how quickly you are responding to the customer grievances or requests. It's really really service heavy, that you have to be uh, proactive. So uh, m- do the technicians or the people who are at the front line, do they communicate with the customers virtually, like let's say someone sitting in Philippines, or some other country, they are able to communicate with the customer sitting somewhere else in the world, uh,
Yeah. We
virtually?
use, yes, correct. We use, basically, we built our own CRM, like Salesforce type, and that communication helps us to be on the same page.
Mhm.
And all of the team members can be in the same Slack groups. We use Slack for internal communications, and externally, we send the SMS or notification to the customers that we are on the way, and any updates it might happen. We basically give the same day service, maybe even within a few hours. Of course, in the future, we try to get to the Amazon direction when you can actually deliver the services in 1 hour, right? So that's kind of
Oh.
field direction we are trying to get, when you can taking care of your either plumbing or electrical and appliance, whatever issue within 1 hour. So you don't have to wait like uh,
Good.
days or weeks. So if you call warranty companies now, the home warranty companies, probably they will dispatch someone within 1 week, and you're going to be taking 2 weeks. By the time your food is going to be wasted, and you won't be able to use your air conditioning or other home electrical or plumbing needs. It actually creates a lot of uh, problem, right, for the house.
Mm. Oh, that is certainly revolutionary, and quite an ambitious one, but it's definitely possible. Definitely possible. It's kind of, I think, a great strategy for increasing your customer base and customer retention, and giving that kind of exclusive access to the premium part of the services, because the turnaround time, especially in a service based industry, can be really a huge pain point. So that's really interesting.
And at the same time, we try to add more services. At the moment, we are providing about 7 different services, like appliance,
Mhm.
air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, air duct cleaning, home cleaning, and we are about to add other services like painters, locksmith, garage door, the more services. Whenever you think of any home uh, needs, uh, we want to be one-stop shop for any home services, so you don't have to even think of anybody else. And that's what our Prime members subscriber gets, the same day service and all of the discounts as well. And by adding more articles, we are trying to add more value to our customers.
Wow, it's really great. And from the investment point of view, Sador, how bullish are you on the investment or the growth of this entire industry, not only in the states but at a global level? Do you think that specifically with the advent of AI and technology and the proper use of automation, CRM processes, do you think this is an investable market or an industry?
Yeah, of course, it's really fragmented, like a lot of small players, and private equities are trying to merge them, the bigger players. But once not, that's where we are coming. Actually, we are building a platform where anyone can be joining and be connected to the platform, actually earn a good amount of money as a technician or contractor, and we can serve the homeowners, right? And our platform can easily be applied to any country. At the moment, we are serving US. We've been approached by some potential partners if you want to open up Canada or Dubai or other countries. Yes, we are open for potential partners to just license or open other countries by using our uh, like technology, our operation system, our ecosystem. We can basically launch any country within few months. It's really easy, and you don't have to like reinvent the wheel. The all of the ecosystem, the everything's already documented. All of the processes, like it's really, since we are virtual, we can serve anyone anywhere. And our one of our products are, it's a virtual hotline. We can
Okay.
uh, take care of the customer even without visiting the house. Over the Zoom kind of a virtual video calls, we can help you to solve your problems. Like 80% of the problems can be solved without sending dispatching the technician to the house.
Wow, I was actually kind of I assumed that initially that how convenient. I mean, it differs case to case, but let's say for customers who are actually familiar with and who find it easy to use technology, I guess virtually it can be really time saving and cost efficient to guide them through Zoom or any other platforms.
Instead of calling local contractor, it always makes sense to
Yeah.
call virtually with one of our specialists and get the advice. And actually, that person can hold your hand virtually and advise you which contractor to choose or which technician or contractor to choose, if they're actually giving you the right price or actually they're trying to rip you off. Like in the contractor world, that there is a problem of like overcharging you. Our virtual support actually can help you to guide you and be your advisor, supporter, and making sure you're taken care of in the right way.
That's innovative. That's innovative. That's bold and innovative. Great, great. Sadar, before we wrap up, if our listeners they would like to connect with you, explore more about Home Alliance, your journey as well, and specifically those who are interested in the home services industry, what will be the best way?
Yeah, the best way it's gonna be, look, we have launched our YouTube channel, and I'm active in social media as well on Instagram, and even the other platforms like I think TikTok, LinkedIn, the X.com, and probably soon on my website, right? So they can find it on sardorumrdinov.com or just by searching Sardor Umrdinov on any of the social medias, whatever is good for them, and they can reach out, and me or one of my team members will reply, and we can get scheduled in the call depending whatever their needs are. If they are just moved to US and they want to start their journey, if they don't have any capital, probably the best way will be to go to our technician academy, and within 3 months they can become a technician and they can start earning from 5 to 10, 20,000 a month, depending like where they are and what vertical they choose. And later, once they earn enough money, they have some savings. They would love to choose the direction of and running a region or running the company. We have a business academy. We can help them to actually launch and accelerate and scale their own home service business by giving them our managed system, like our support, and we can actually help them to scale their own business as well, and they can utilize all of our ecosystem to do that. So depending whatever they come, it's like whatever the needs it might be, they can reach out directly. So and find more information on my website probably.
That is commendable, Sardar. That is commendable. It's like the accelerator program. You are great job.
And
Uh-huh.
if they came to the country like I did, and I'm not sure if you watched the movie called The Illegal. Uh,
Uh,
it was like I believe Indian US movie. Like the guy who came to US, Los Angeles as a student. I went probably like with the same kind of a story in the beginning few years, right? Like our probably that movie was about me in the beginning, right? In the first few years. So if someone came into this country in the similar way and they need help, they don't have the money, they can get the academy on me. So they don't have to even pay anything. Like academy costs like 1,500 to like to go and get a certification. Send your message, and you will get the academy on us. You don't even have to pay anything. So
it's really great. That's really noble. Great, great. I'll make sure to have all the links in the show notes for all our listeners, Sardar. And thank you so much. This is such an inspiring conversation. Not only we dive deep into the home services industry with what Home Alliance is doing, but we kind of explored your journey and uh, a bit of a sentimental aspect of running your business, and how you have not only taken up from a $800 to $600 billion industry, but your story reminds us that entrepreneurship is not just about big bold ideas but also about execution. So thank you so much for this.
thank you, Sarah. Definitely appreciate it.
So to all the listeners of BizBlend, customer trust, smart systems, and an obsession with service excellence, they never go out of style. These are the fundamentals, these are the golden basics, no matter the industry. So, if you want to learn more about Sardar's work and explore all about his services and about Home Alliance, check out the show notes along with show notes along with this episode on your favorite podcast platform. Until next time on BizBlend, this is your host Sana signing off. Thank you.